What's going on, guys? 16Subi here, and we are back with part 6 of the Motorsport Manager GT Series playthrough. Today we are going to be heading to the Black Sea in hopes of another decent finish, hopefully. Last race wasn't terrible at all. In fact, if I had have chosen the right sponsor, we would have gotten, well, we still would have lost money, but we would have lost a whole lot less money. I mentioned that I was going to skip ahead to the point where we had Lara already scouted and ready to make an offer if she would be willing to listen to us. But I got an interesting email. It's one of those typical you must respond to this type of thing, but it was something I've never seen before, and I've read it a million times. I'm kind of confused by it. It says, it occurs to me occasionally that you team principals may be interested in tabling a particular motion to the other members of the GMA during a season. I'd like to offer you the chance to add an additional vote to this season's number. Now, naturally, I wouldn't be the GMA Supremo that I am if I just allowed you to choose a vote without some form of compensation, and he's going to offer $1 million. So, I mean, what this is saying, tabling a motion to the other members, I mean, that to me sounds like normally when I abstain from a vote, when I skip it and I build up that that vote. Because I mean, if I'm tabling it, but I'm tabling it to the other members, I don't know. I'm just gonna say view votes because $1 million is pretty awesome, unless he's asking, okay, these are the votes coming up, does everyone want to skip? So I don't know because it's saying add here, so I honestly don't know. I'm just gonna look through this and I'm just gonna pick one. Practice session last 20 minutes. I would like that, so continue. Oh, whoa. Alright, I think I get it. I thought he was offering me $1 million. So no, I think he's just asking what vote I'd want. No, I'm not paying $1 million. We can't even afford that. So we'll just have what happens happen. Here we go. We got 2 scouting reports done. We got Lara and Marsh. She'd be a fairly decent driver. Okay, her potential is good. And then Marsh, average driver. Oh, she's got a huge amount of potential. Oh, well, let's go over here and take a look at both of them. Yeah, okay, so this is what, I mean, that average, I mean, that's pretty good compared to what we have right now. So, I mean, she can be a full 4-star and a little bit more into 5-star. Come back and let's take a look at Ellie. What? He said she had a huge amount of potential. Seriously, look at this. Lara. Her potential is good though, and she could become one of the better drivers. A huge amount of potential, and she could become a real star. That's gotta be something up with the game, because literally she has no potential. She can't increase anymore at all. But Lara can. I don't know. So here we go. Guys, I am so nervous right now because this would be massive. Oh, yes. So happy, guys. I'm so happy. Her status is not important. Well, you're going to be a #1 driver. Wages are fairly important. We've got three strikes we can work with here. What's the max? I always like to look at that. 872. So let's just go half of that. Let's just go 407. Yeah, we'll go 407. She wants a short contract. That is not what I wanted to see. I wanted to hit her with this 2018, but I'm afraid if I did that, her patience would wear thin. You know what? Okay, let's look at this and we'll come back to this. She wants a signing on fee. Obviously, you're awesome, so you're going to get one. 360. Bonus size isn't very important. If you get third or above, I'll give you 45. That's qualifying. So let's say 30. Let's say 27. In an actual race, I'll give you 45 if you can hit third or above. None of that's important to her. I'm just afraid. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. Let's go. We're just gonna see what happens. We got 5 days. If we come and look at the calendar, I don't think we're gonna hear back from her by then. We'll just, yeah, we're not gonna hear back. So let's take a look at these sponsors. Actually, we'll get to right up until race day, and then we'll take a look at them. All right, so it appears we have a problem with the car. And of course it's Casino's car, our best driver. His cooling system's got a leak. We have to fix it because we don't want 50 reliability gone. So $500,000 down the drain. Awful. Awful. So now we're going to be ready to go to Black Sea, but before we do that, let's see. None of that's important, but marketability plus 25. Sweet. We got some sponsor offers. Second or above. Not going to happen. So we're going to look for that upfront payment. So $100,000 up front. That's not a lot, but we'll take it. And here we go. 8 races, 500,000 up front, 150, 450. You know what? I think we took Chic Airways before. Let's just go with that one again because it's 450 up front, and then overall between these, I'm pretty sure this one was more comparable than this. So accept it, take the 450 up front, bumps us back over $4 million, and now we can jump into our race. We're going to go with 9th or above here. Hopefully it doesn't bite us in the you-know-what, the tushy. And yeah, let's hop into the race. This has been one of the roughest practices I've ever had. I can't for the life of me get a good setup going. For Casino, I think I have 2 excellents with him, but then the other one is just like an okay. It might be a good coming in now. I don't know. I just have struggled getting a decent setup going. So this is now the first time they have actually put in a flying lap, and we come in first. So that's not terrible. First and second. I think most people, there's a lot of people that did set flying laps on soft tires. Most of the practice has been wet, and we were on wet tires. So I'd be interested to see once people start coming across in soft tires what that does to where we're at, and we're still first and second. So that's alright, that's not terrible. Let's see. Practice is over now, so all the cars are coming in. All the cars currently out are still setting times and could pass us. We got 1 car left, and he's not setting any records on that. So first and third, I'll take it. Now this is one of those things that cracks me up. First and third, okay, and everybody got a chance. They set their stuff on soft or medium tires, so equal playing field to set the best time you could. It's not like everyone the whole time was on wets and then we just got lucky and got ours in on soft tires. No, we all had a chance to be on soft. So it's going to be funny that, you know, we went first and second, and let's see, excellent, good, great, good, great, good. Just not good, not good. What is this saying? Select session bonus to continue. What the heck? Okay, what the heck's going on here? Confirm. I thought I clicked that, but I guess not. Start qualifying. What I've been trying to say. Wow, I'm just so out of it. First and second in practice. here we go in qualifying. It's just going to be funny when we hit 19th and 20th. It just doesn't make any sense. And there you go. It's over. This is the first time simulating qualifying where we actually got ahead into the next round. But that's just terrible. Like, how do we run first and second in practice and then we turn around and come in last place? I mean, at least this time we hit 15th, but I think we all know how this one's going to go. So let's see. Casino, he's not set a time yet. He's set a time now, and it's 14th. So, and drops to 15th. Unreal. The fastest car in practice. And you know what? Here's why. Right here. They did it on softs. We did it on inters. That's got to be what it was. So, what is that? 15th and 20th we're going to be starting. Better than last time. So let's hop into the race and try and make up some ground. Here we go from 15th and 20th. 5 lights to go. And they're off very slowly. Let's speed that up. Alright. 37 laps. Wow. This is a pretty short track though, so 37 laps isn't that terrible. But it's going to be a long race. We are fueled up for 30 laps, so we're only going to have to get about 8 laps of fuel on a pit stop. So that's not too bad. That won't take us too long. Maybe we'll do it like 4 laps of fuel on one pit stop and 4 laps on the next. We'll just see. We'll see how we're running and stuff like that before we make up our mind. So right now we're running 12th and 19th. Lahane's picked up 1 spot, but you know, towards the end of the race, you know, Lahane will either crash out or cause a wreck. Now, the last race, he caused a wreck, I believe. He finished the race, so that means this race he should crash out. Because didn't he crash out on the second and fourth races? So I think the even number races is when he likes to crash. So let's go ahead and pause. It's probably too late. Probably going to be too late to get you in there, big guy. Let's see if we can. Hit that. Oh, 4 laps. Park condition, you're good. Recharge battery is good. Pit. And Lahane will definitely be able to make it into the pit, so come on in. Splashing up. I wonder if I should go on mediums. That might not be a bad idea to go on mediums. Because we've only got... Nah. So the good thing is, it's not Lahane that crashed. Because I was about to start laughing if it was him. I honestly thought it could have been. So Casino, nope, he did not make it in time, but that's okay, because we got another lap with the safety car out there. Lahane's going to come off in 14th, so that's pretty good. So we'll catch up with these guys once the safety car is in, and hopefully we can maintain, you know, 9th and 14th. We're doing decent so far. So Lahane's trying to make it interesting on this restart. He's the one ahead of Casino, which is pretty crazy. Really, it was just Lahane got into pits, luckily, on that first chance he had, whereas Casino, he missed it and had to come back around, and he had a bad pit stop. During the tire change, they had a problem with one of the tires. So Lahane, well, I say he's making it interesting, but now he's dropping back. He's about to go into 14th. Wow. So Casino, he's in dead last. Well, 20th is last, but of course he crashed out. So really, right now, 19th is the lowest we can be, and that's where we're at. But Casino, he's making I was going to say he's making a charge up, but he's just lagging behind. And here comes Lahane. He's going to be like, "Hey, Casino, I thought you looked a little lonely back here, so I thought I'd come join you." And there he is. As per usual, 18th and 19th. Unreal. Unreal how terrible we are. I sincerely hope after this race we get good news back from Lara. I really do, because we need her so bad. I mean, I've said it before, it's not just the drivers, it's the cars, but we still shouldn't be this bad. I mean, we're up to 13th and 14th now thanks to some pit stops by a few people, but I mean, I don't feel good about that. Like, it's not like we passed these people because we were faster or anything. They're stopped. They've come, they have parked, they're having work done. It's nothing that we did. We didn't pit when they pit. But we are going to go ahead and say, come on in. 24 laps left. Going back out on soft tires because, nope, we're going on mediums. Yeah, we're going on mediums, and we are going to fill up. Yes, yes, yes. 13 seconds, not a good. That's going to be a longer stop than I want. Okay, Lahane's going to stay out one more lap. We're going to tell him to come into pit now. He's got 3 sets of softs, so I'm going to tell him to come in on softs. Fill up. 24, there we go. It's going to be a 12-second stop, but we will not have to fill up for fuel at any point in the rest of the race. We're good there. We come off pit road with Casino in 19th. Lahane's looking strong in 10th. He's got a pretty sizable gap between him and 11th. Not too sizable, but enough to where when he comes off of pit road, he won't be too far behind. But he'll be in 18th. God, man. I always say stuff like that, and then they just make me look dumb. Let's go ahead and use this energy, guys. Switch over to check out Casino, as he is currently the leader. Well, leading on our team, I should say. Not the race leader. We will probably never say that. Maybe one time next year, but not this year. So we got 20 laps left to go. We'll check on in with them here in a little bit, and hopefully we will have done something instead of just hanging around 17th and 18th. Alright, so we got 15 laps to go. Right now we're running 15th and 16th. Guys, we just haven't been doing good. We haven't really been like passing anybody. It's the same as it was before. We've only made up spots because of people who are coming in to pit. So, truthfully, what it's going to come down to at the end of the race is pit strategy. If we can come in earlier to pit and other people have to come in later to pit, then we have a chance of getting like a middle of the pack finish. Otherwise, we're going to be last. I mean, it's going to come down to pit lane strategy. And I can't stand it. That absolutely stinks to have to say, but that's what it's going to be like. So, Lahane's got to come in now. He needs tires for sure. 13 laps to go. Do I want to sacrifice performance for him to not have to come back in at all? Yes, we're going to do it. He can make it the rest of the race. He's got 14 laps of fuel, park condition. Looking good. He'll make it. Pit strategy, we'll just keep it there. So 7-second pit stop. And that's going to keep him out there for the remainder of the race. We'll go ahead and do attack on tire wear for Casino, as his are super cold and we don't want that. No, he's got to come in right now. Let's see. 12 laps remaining. I don't want to come in on mediums again, but I also don't want to come into pit again. 2.5 stars versus 3.5. Let's just do it. I mean, let's go back out on mediums. It's not ideal, but I think right now it's just what is best for us. I want to pit for fresh tires. We know, Casino, we know. So Lahane's off 16th after his pit stop, so that's not bad. Casino's coming in now. I'm going to go ahead and tell him to go back down to neutral. I'll keep an eye on the tire temps because it seems like the medium tires, they get cool pretty quick. And I don't want that to happen, so I'll probably have them go to push here in a little bit just to get some heat into them. So Casino's in 18th, battling for 17th. What makes me feel good, nope, never mind. I was going to say all these guys up here that have to pit, but they're so far ahead it doesn't quite matter. But some of the middle of the pack guys, when they come to pit, that could benefit us, as we're about to see right now if he will push it. And he does, so he jumps into 14th. So Lehane having the stronger race, that's kind of shocking to me. Hadn't been paying attention to the ERS, but we'll go ahead and tell them to push. Oh, Lehane, look at that, 13th. Oh, he's got the blue flag though, which causes him to give up a spot. But hey, that's fine, that's fine. All right, so now we're gonna tell him to push because he started to lose some heat into those tires. Okay, not this. If we can keep it up right now, I'm feeling decent about this race so far. I mean, well, no, I take that back. I was looking at Lehane, not even thinking about Casino. So Casino being 17th is unacceptable. So he jumps into 15th though, running 14th and 15th. How frustrating is it that we're not going to hit that sponsor objective? After coming in 8th last race, this is what we've got. But Lehane, he is laying the hurt down. 12th place, jumping up. Can Casino catch 13th? No, he's too far behind. So Lehane is looking like the golden boy today with the worst car. That's what's crazy. His car is 10 times worse than Casino's. Not quite 10 times, but literally probably like 4 times worse. So this is probably just going to be another sad finish to a race, but I'm hoping when we hear back from Lara, it will be something good. I didn't mean to click action. I wanted to check. 24%. Alright. Casino, you're not doing good anyway, so it's not going to hurt us too bad. I'm going to go ahead and have him go to overtake. His park condition's looking good. And he's not on the last lap yet. He's got a lap and a half to go. 27% on tires. He should be fine there. He should be fine with suspension. We'll tell him to go into overtake. So Lehane, 11th. And Casino's done. So 15th. Way to go. Not really. Not good enough. And Lehane's going to finish. Lehane, push. Oh, that was scary, and I would have been pretty upset since I didn't use my ERS. Well, oh, and I clicked it for Casino. So glad I held him off for 11th. I would have been furious. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I told Casino to push it, and he was done racing. Wow. So here's how we're looking. Casino drops into 12th place, of course, because he had a horrible race. And Lehane jumps up to 15th. He had a pretty decent race. I'm pretty pleased with how he did. Okay. If we had picked up, if we were one position higher, we would have, well, one position higher, we probably would have tied with them unless we took the position from Marshall GT. But we're super, super close to jumping into 7th place. That's awesome. We're building a nice gap between us and 9th. We got a really good gap between us and 10th. So I could see next race a jump into 7th place being highly possible. And 6th place is not that far off. It's not very unrealistic to think that we could get into 6th. So there you have it. We lost $618,000 that race. Not good. We're not going to be able to sustain this for very long. We have to start making money, which is exactly what I was saying. I don't know how we could possibly afford to have Lara on our team. Like, legit, I don't think we could. And it looks like, okay, we'll get there in a second. But yeah, she's come back, but she's not happy with it. Okay, so that's unimportant. We got a quick interview here. Only one question. Casino has claimed that your brakes seem to be holding the team back in technical... So Casino has said the exact same thing that Lehane said last race. And you know what? Casino had a bad race. Button it. Drops 5%. Yeah, it's only fair. It's only fair that I say it to him if I said it to Lehane. Alright, so she wants to go back to the table. Wow. Whoa, wow. She's not happy at all. Unhappy with that, insulted by this. We're going to go up to 523, which we can't afford. Especially with the signing fee. We can't afford this. Unhappy with contract length. I knew that was going to be the case. I knew it. I'm nervous. I don't want to take it down to 16 months because I just want to lock her in. But I'm also somewhat afraid that she won't be happy with this, especially being insulted by it. So you know what might be best is to bump her down to 16 months and then renegotiate. I just don't want to do... Yeah, we're going to do it because I want to get her on the team. So let's see if that's going to work. Alright, so we got a scouting report back on Tune A. Let's take a look at it. Oh, okay, she's got 3.5 star potential. Only 21 years old. So I'm going to skip ahead real quick because we're going to get our scouting report back on Web. 3.5 already. Can almost be 4-star, only 18 years old. Oh, Lara. We got her. Ooh. What's up, guys? Yes. How much do we pay him a race? 154. Cost a break contract. That was another one I didn't think about. Ay. This is gonna hurt. This is going to hurt. We're not gonna get rid of Casino because he's currently ahead in the standings. Oh, it's about $1 million. So we're gonna really start losing money now each race. Oh, we're making bad moves. We're doing good things for the team, but it's not. Drivers, what? I guess because maybe she's untested and they just don't know how good she is. But let's come over here and let's make another bad move. Approach driver, he's interested. Status isn't too important, so you're going to get number 2. Wages are important. How much can I offer versus how much? You ain't getting that. $4.95 is what we're going to go with. Yes. He wants a signing on fee. $4.80. We can't afford any of this. By the way, we can't afford any of this. Okay. And we'll say 36. All this he says isn't important. It probably really is. Alright, let's see if we can't get him. And he wants to renegotiate. Let's go take a look at what he's thinking. He's insulted by wages. So, bump him up here, bump him up here. That should get him. Let's see. So I was hoping to end this video with picking up 2 new drivers before the next race, but we've got 2 days until that next race, and he wants to renegotiate. That's not going to happen right now. I'll click into it just to see. He's insulted by wages still, wants a ton more money. We can't afford it. I'm going to have to think about it and see what we're going to do, but this episode is already a lot longer than I anticipated just because I was trying to get those new drivers. But how crazy would it be midway, well, a little more than midway through the season, and to completely have brand new drivers? I mean, that would be just like mind-blowing crazy. Probably never been done before, firing both drivers like just over halfway through the season. So it probably would have been best if I waited to pick up Lara and Webb after the season was over, once their contracts were, expired. But I didn't. This is what happened. This is what we're going to go with. So if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. I know this one definitely is probably a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I really just wanted to pick up Webb and Lara. So maybe in the start of the next episode, we'll pick up Webb. Well, actually, it wouldn't be because we got to run this race. I just got to determine if I want to spend that money on him. So we'll think about it. We'll see what happens. But until then, guys, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, that obviously helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel, which is the overall goal here. Well, the goal is to have fun and to, have you guys enjoy watching it. But I want, more people to be able to see this stuff. So just please, again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.